another shot. Oh man, she popped right off. Welcome back to Whiskey Dents. I am so happy that you guys decided to show up. Even if you are late, it's fine. Welcome. So today we are going to be building our very own motor mounts and transmission mounts. I know it may sound a little bit complex and a little intimidating, but it's actually extremely simple. Take it from me, I've never done it, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now. Anyways, glad you guys showed up. I missed you. All right, we might as well just jump in right up to our necks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cardboard. I'm going to set it right here. That is going to tell me what I need to cut for a piece. Try to get this as straight as you can, because that is going to be very important. So, put it back on there one more time. I'm going to mark my edges somewhere down there. And then I'm pretty much just going to connect the dots the best I can. I don't know, something like that. So, the other day I was dumpster diving again, and I found some channel that's going to work absolutely perfect for this. So we're going to use it. Oh, by the way, a couple weeks ago, an anonymous subscriber sent me a whole bunch of handy stuff, tools and whatnot. And I'm not going to lie, I have used every single bit of that stuff. I haven't used it all up, but I've used it. But I've even used the cardboard box the stuff came in. So, anyways, you can kind of get a guess of what we're doing here. See how that fits very nicely. So we'll get this cut out of metal and then set it back over here and take a look at it. Oh, one more thing. That light, I actually found that in the dumpster. And I don't have the heat on in here, but this thing gives off a ton of heat. So, I don't know. Gotta like them dumpster dives. Anyways, I'm going to show you what else I found in the dumpster today. This is the material that we're going to be using. It's that's about 1.5 by 3 channel. And that is going to be the main part or the backbone of our motor mounts. You see this piece right here? I actually filmed about 10 minutes worth of this. So my audio didn't work at all. So guess what? I had to redo it all. But hopefully this second time comes out a little better than the first. So anyways, we're going to lay this out. I'm going to cut it. And then we'll look at it and see if it fits. Before we get too carried away, this is what I'm going to be using for the base. So this will be welded on right here. And then I'm going to be utilizing this because with that angle right there, it's real close to being the correct size. So it's not like overhanging or any of this other stuff. So it'll look nice and neat. So yeah, let's cut that out quick and we'll get these cut to length. Drill some holes in them. We'll set them where it needs to go, and then we'll drag the welder over, and if everything looks good, we'll weld it up. Okay, so little update. I got this cut where it needs to be, but I have to take about 1/4 inch out of it so that I can get the plate on underneath so that we can bolt it on there. But as you can see, it's pretty simple, and that's definitely going to be very strong. So anyways, good morning. So just going to take a quick peek at this one more time. I'm going to take 1/4 inch out of the bottom of it. I'm going to have to slide the motor forward, I don't know, maybe 1/2 inch. So the bottom hole is going to be offset just a little bit. But it would really be nice to be able to take the valve cover off if I need to. So Gonna take some of that out, and then we'll check back in. All right, there's one of our mounts. Just letting the paint dry for a little bit, and then I'll throw that one in, and then I will start building the other side. So nothing too serious. Oh, there's our motor mount. See, that wasn't so bad, now was it? I'm sure once I get it tightened down, it's not going to go anywhere. This whole cradle, or whatever you want to call it, sitting completely on the ground right now with the airbags let out. So it's not like I'm going to be able to tighten that bolt because I can't even get to it. But yeah, I think it looks good. Let's do the other side quick. I'm probably not going to record that just because you guys watched me do this side. So be right back. All right, so I got the other one tacked in place. I just need to mark my hole and then pull it out of there. I'll cut this excess material off, and then I'll weld it, prime it, throw it in, and bolt it in the best we can. I think it looks pretty good. Definitely gonna hold. Honestly, if you didn't think it was gonna hold, it'd be pretty easy to just come off of here and connect right to the frame. But I don't think we're gonna need to. I think it'll be just fine. So anyways, back to work. Well, we officially have some motor mounts. Woohoo! Classic Car Revivals and my brother Jeff are on their way. I'm guessing another hour and 20 minutes. So I need to finish up this video. We need to finish getting this transmission crossmember made. So I got some 2-inch tube that I'm gonna get measured here quick, and then we'll get it bolted in and whatever else we need to do. So let's go. Okay, so I have my crossmember measured. It'll be 40 3/4 to the edge right there, if you can see that, all the way across. But then I'm gonna go 4 inches in because I can run a bolt down, and then I can also run a bolt through, which is in there a little bit further. So I'm gonna get that cut. I'll get my top holes drilled so that I can do those, and then once we get it up off the ground, or maybe a little bit later, I'll drill the ones that go through the sides. So be right back. All right, so I cut it 48 3/4, and then I put it in there, but it appears that I needed to round these corners off just a little bit so this would sit up in there flush. So then I marked my hole. So we just gotta drill these out and then drop it in there and run some bolts in it, and we're in a home stretch. I'm not gonna get the center bolted just yet because I need to manipulate the transmission back and forth a little bit. I'm not exactly sure yet. And yeah, I think the exhaust may be in the way just a little bit, but we'll get it lopped off. So all in all, it's going to definitely be a success. All right, we have a transmission crossmember. Got her all bolted in. I didn't run the bolt in the center, but we will, I don't know, sooner or later. So we got everything that we wanted done. That was kind of a pain in the butt trying to get those bolts in there, but I got it. Motor's sitting up nice. These wheels are going bye-bye today, so I figured I might as well jack it up. Get them off. Still need to jack the back end up. But my guests are going to be here any minute now, so I need a little bonus content since you guys are still hanging out. The plan is to get this thing running today. We'll probably have to hang a gas tank or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to be able to run fuel lines today or any of that stuff, but plan is get it running, get both of these rear doors finished or close, and then maybe do a little bit of welding on the roof, But the main thing is that I'd really like to get this running, I should say. I forgot that I need to get an oil filter because I busted that one up when it was leaning over, but whatever. So what else do we need to do? Plug that hole or whatever where the old steering column for the old body style comes through. What else? I think that master is going to have to get moved over. We're going to be doing some work in there, but all in all, it sure would be nice to hear this thing run today. So just doing a quick walk around. Just admiring my work. Yes, it's getting real close to being done. Back to you, Bob. Welcome back to Whiskey Dance. As you can tell, we got a full garage today. We're going to get this motor running. Jeff's going to do some welding on the doors, the roof, whatever else I can get him talked into doing. So hopefully get a bunch of work done today. I'm glad you're here. Enjoy.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you got done so far?
Well, I got the adapter on there. I got the car mounted. It's got watt. In case you know what watt is, it's wide open throttle. So I just gotta mess with the wires from the coil and the distributor, get power to it, and down to the starter, pump some gas in it, and you might hear this thing pop off today.
Nice. I am completely out of gas, and we still need to get a fuel filter or an oil filter.
Oil filter. We're not gonna mess with the fuel line today. But the rest of the stuff, if you want to wreck this fuel line, it probably would work.
Well, I removed it with a Sawzall.
Well, no, you smashed it on the frame. But
Oh, well, nobody said I wasn't a hack.
I didn't know I didn't do that.
if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. I got a strong back.
Very nice. All right, we'll check in on Jeff here in a second. Screwdriver you using there?
I'm using the world's biggest negative. And then I got the second world's biggest negative.
Very nice.
Actually, these are full-size screwdrivers. My hands are just that big.
Well, he is 6'12".
Yeah.
Yesterday at work, somebody asked me for a screwdriver, and I said, "Do you want a positive or a negative?" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "It makes sense now, doesn't it?" She's like, "Absolutely."
No, no.
All right, you can go ahead and leave now. Get out!
You're already making me use the freaking ratchet anyways. Pulling screws out. I shouldn't leave. I feel like a pencil.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be all ready and we just, hit a couple buttons and it fired right up. But
I know, right? Jump in, go for a rip.
yeah, that's what I was hoping.
I don't even think I have enough buckets for all of us to sit on.
Well, I don't need a bucket to sit on.
Well,
Yours works really good.
You gonna sit on my lap because I'm driving?
Hey, just as long as you let me steer.
What are you working on over here?
Looks good.
With your nice welder.
I like it.
Special. He's actually Special Ed is his name.
Let's do something about this GFCI.
He actually has water wing tattoos. It's pretty sweet. He's pretty much cleaning up all my welds and making sure everything looks pretty. Popping dents out. Doing all kinds of stuff. And he actually has a nice welder with a tank on it.
Too bad we can't use it because your GFCI keeps popping.
Yeah. I don't have that problem with my little Titan.
What's a GFCI?
Strong fault circuit interrupter.
That's what I thought.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do some electrical work on the garage.
Probably find an electrician to check your shorts.
All right. This is going to be our first test fire. See if we can get this thing running.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
You're not going to yell, "Bring the thunder" or anything there?
Here comes the boom. Until it doesn't start, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this
Garage
one-handed.
explodes.
Did that bullshit approved?
It is. Oh no! Trying to walk away on us. It's got no sparks.
Yep.
Start with this and see what happens. Oh, it's got
Well, I guess we're gonna check the points and whatever else, and then we'll get right back to you. Here comes the boom. Watch that fan.
Woo! Fire!
Hot damn!
My work here is done. I'm out. Exit stage left.
How awesome is that?
Ah,
Man,
that started nice.
It did. It sounded good too.
Got all
outs.
these exhaust leaks from the
Yeah, it was actually
air pump, but
Right. Well,
pushing fuel out of the.
how exciting is that?
is it pushing fuel here?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a little bit in there. All right, so we stopped at our favorite auto store, O'Reilly's. Well, what are you doing?
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
We had to get fuel filter, some battery terminals, and of course an oil filter. We'll get all that bolted on, and then we'll, oh, we got some gas as well from Casey's. So we'll fill this thing up, do what we need to do, and then we'll pop it off again. In the meantime, since Classic Car Revival is dropping the kids off at the pool, we'll keep working on sheet metal. So be right back. Hi, Mom. Nothing? You don't love your mother?
Someone that actually knows what they're doing with a hammer and dolly.
I know what I'm doing with an adjustable wrench. This one's metric though, so it makes it a little harder.
I got the heat turned on, so it's kind of hard to hear. So once it warms up in here, we'll shut that off again. Now you don't have to stare at it every time you watch video, huh? Wow, man, very nice. All right, let's give her another shot. Oh man, she popped right off. That, I don't even know if... Do I need a muffler?
The problem is you're not hearing any of the exhaust because all the exhaust is coming out of these smart holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as those get welded up, I can throw them back in.
We welded one, right?
Yeah.
And chop them off a little nicer and we'll weld all of them.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Woo!
You need something to get running. You gotta bring on Classic Car Revivals
I don't know about that.
and Tonto or whatever his sidekick is.
Oh.
Who's the Green Hornet's sidekick? Kato.
Phew!
Does that sound right?
That thing stinks right here.
Zero clue.
Yeah, she's running a little rich.
Donald Trump in the house. Richard and
Outstanding.
Bill Gates.
Do you want to chop these off and then we'll weld these both?
Yeah, let's do some work.
Yeah. Gonna film and do something.
Get at it.
Here comes the boom.
Here comes the boat.
Oh, it's way better.
Boy, that sure does start nice.
Yeah.
And idle already?
It sounds a lot better with those holes for it.
I don't even know if I
6
need.
in a row, let's go!
I don't even know if I need a muffler. That sounds really good. We're not getting gassed out either, I don't think.
A little bit, but that could be spark plugs for a little bit of time.
We gotta think with those holes being open, that takes way more air in there. Maybe dumping a lot more fuel.
It shouldn't, it's on my exhaust side.
Kind of makes me want to weld that drive shaft up.
Use
just-
some one-wheel fuel.
I just go back and forth since I couldn't steer or stop or anything else. Yeah, right. I need to get rid of that fan.
It's gonna be the Knee Buster 7000.
Yeah, do more than bust you up.
Well, I'm glad you said something because I was standing right there the first time I was gonna fire it.
Yeah, maybe I should just take it
That
off.
motor sounds really good.
It does. Well, 306 cylinder, you can't kill them. Well, you can, but you can't. I seen one with a window in the side of the block still running.
Yeah.
On 5.
Well, I guess once we get back from Tennessee, we'll try to kill it.
Turbo.
Yeah.
Turbo. One big turbo. No wastegate, nothing. See what happens.
Yeah.
Give it all the boost.
Yeah.
Let's try to find this door piece. We'll get this piece in here.
All right. Well, back to work.
Just keep filming.
Thanks again, Classic Car Revival.
Yeah. We're funny enough to just let that roll.
Yeah, I don't think people want to watch a 47-minute video.
Trying to find tools and parts. And
Yeah, exactly.
his shop looks so big compared to mine, but it's the exact same size as my garage.
That's what he keeps saying.
Yeah.
Mine's bigger than both of yours.
Size does matter.
Yeah. Mine's bigger.
How big is your garage?
Bigger than yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll grow up and be a man.
Maybe one day you'll hit 5'8".
That ain't happening. Unless he gets run over.
Get some boots.
Yeah, you guys got all the height. I got all the talent. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm winning.
Yeah.
let me try using a good welder for once and see what happens instead of that crappy one I got.
Yeah, well, why you got a bunch of shit?
It's not mine. I borrowed it.
Well,
My generator welder works good.
So this was that kit. It normally came with a 1-barrel carburetor. Now she's got a 2. I believe it comes out. It's a 2100 series. They came on the Mustangs and whatever else. The adapter kit needed some manipulation as well as a few other things, but I don't know.
It wasn't bad.
We'll figure it out.
They were good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good on there. We'll throw the air cleaner on there and see what it looks
I
like.
think I'll know that aftermarket 4-barrel intake and a header, but
Yeah, those intakes are like $600 or $700 now. And if I'm going to do that, I got to put a header on it.
yeah.
And if I do that, I got to put a cam in it.
Yeah.
And then you probably need different lifters and everything else. Like, where do you stop?
These actually make good horsepower if they're a non-smogger engine. What are they? They're just under what a 302 made,
yeah, you drive a Volkswagen.
but way more
I
torque.
could see how this would be a lot of horsepower.
My old Volkswagen had a lot of horsepower.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8.
I drive a Toyota Tundra.
Yeah.
Because I like going places.
So do I. I just like waiting for people to come save me.
I'll probably have to go pick you up on the way home.
No, if that car breaks on the way home, it's staying where it's at. I'm just catching the Amtrak home.
Watch.
See where that piece is.
Yeah, back to work.
Mine was to drive 4 hours to get here, get this thing running, drive 4 hours home. So starting to get late. Got it running. It sounds good. I'd rock this thing to Tennessee. I think it'll make it.
We're going to have to. Well, I'm going to have to.
A little bit of tinkering. You can handle the wiring. Maybe I'll come back some other day, but yeah. So check out my channel, Classic Car Revivals. It's not as in depth as a project as these, but I have multiple projects going on. So yeah, make the plan, work it, work the plan. That's how we do it around here. Stay busy. Don't sit around and get all chunky on the couch like some people. Usually in the winter time, that's what I do is inside as much as possible. It's been such a beautiful winter. So, yeah, I don't know. One more fire up?
Yeah. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Stick the garage up for you before I
We might as well bump that key one more time.
I have the go stick up there. His pliers are big melted down. Oh, there's an air cleaner in the way now. Ooh!
Yeah. It sounds great. I don't know what the oil pressure is, but I bet it's good.
It's gotta be.
Wow.
44 full.
Well, thanks again. I appreciate the help.
Yeah.
We'll see you next
Enjoy the
time.
hat I brought.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Sorry I was late. I was supposed to leave at 4:20. I left at 5:20.
Well, 4-hour drive through the fog and slick roads and everything else.
Beat Jeffrey here. He's got a 2-hour drive.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Yep.
Just not this month.
Yeah. See you later. All right. So, what are you doing over here?
What we got going is we're building this step well. First off, we basically already cut and made one. First step well out of this. What we did right is we just set this into where we needed to be. We just kind of made it fit. And now after we cleaned up everything on here, that's our piece for our other side that we still need to make fit. But now this one goes right on there. It's like money. We ground everything off. She's ready for welding, and once it's on there, it's gonna be perfect.
Outstanding. So you're gonna just tack corners and then kind of work your way in. And...
Yep, we're gonna tack it in, and then we'll just. This is all pretty thick, and so we don't really have to worry about too much about tacking here and there. You can almost weld this thing right in solid if you wanted.
Yeah. So the other day, David said that you were a professional arm wrestler on Classic Car Revivals.
Yeah,
That is true.
it is true. Yeah.
Who's next on your hit list?
You. Be a good video. Be good right now.
Yeah? You want some? Right-handed?
Both hands.
I think
You're
the last time we arm wrestled, I think my arm hurt for a month. So I think I'm going to pass, but thank you. So, all right, well, we'll get back to it.
No, this fits good. I like it.
So do I. Looks good.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to extend a special thank you to my brother Jeff, as well as David from Classic Car Revivals. We got her started. We got a whole mess of sheet metal work done. Super happy. My brother has decided to leave his welder here. I didn't force him to.
I got so sick of listening and seeing all these horrible welds that I had to. There was no other choice. I had to.
And he got the hammer and dolly out, and he took care of this little dent that he's been eyeballing every time he watches an episode.
Every
so.
video. It was horrible.
It's all taken care of. But anyways, I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you later.
Bye.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Oh, you're still here. Go home already. Anyways, super excited about today's events. We really kicked ass. Jeff got a bunch of these door wells done. Welded a whole bunch of the roof. It is really looking good. Couldn't be happier. We figured out a plan for our doors, our rear doors. We didn't quite get to those, but we messed around with one of the sets or whatever and figured out the best plan. So what we're going to do is just cut some holes in here, in there, and then we'll bolt our hinges on. And well, I'll explain it. I think next week we're going to work on putting the new pedals in, as well as our steering column. Maybe try to get be able to steer a little bit, and who knows what else. Maybe we can get the dash in. I don't know. Once I get the pedals in, we can do the master cylinder. It's just one thing after another. So, oh,
a little while ago, Jeff was saying, I can't believe that you took on such a big job. And then he went on to say that it's not really a big job if you do little jobs. So, like, if you're just going to get overwhelmed and say, oh, I got all this to do, or you can just focus on this little job and this little job and this little job, and before you know it, everything's done. So, thanks for the words of wisdom. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a great week. Glenn, I hope you get out of YouTube jail soon over at 1776 Garage. Everybody say hi to High Octane Garage for me. Hodgepodge Dodge Garage. And of course, our favorite show, Classic Car Revivals. Have a great day. See you next week.
Welcome back to Classic Car.